again, and welcome to Chef's Club. My name is Esmeralda, and I'm a nutrition educator here at the Houston Food Bank. If you watched episode 1 of Chef's Club, then you learned all about my plate and why we need each of the 5 food groups to keep us healthy. In this episode, we'll learn about food safety. Foods need to be handled and prepared correctly for them to be safe for us to eat. If they are not handled correctly, then they can make us sick. This is why food safety is so important. Today I'm going to teach you 4 tips to help keep you safe in the kitchen. And they are clean, separate, cook, and chill. The first point we'll talk about is clean. Before we touch food, we should wash our hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. You can also sing the happy birthday song twice. This step is so important because we touch a lot of surfaces throughout the day. We carry germs on our hands, which we can transfer to food, which can then make us sick. We should also make sure our surfaces are clean. Wipe down any surfaces that may touch food before gathering your ingredients. Next, be sure to use clean cooking utensils and equipment. So like mixing spoons, measuring spoons, bowls, and plates. If your recipe calls for fruits and vegetables, make sure to rinse them with water. The next tip is to separate our foods. Think back to my plate. We want to keep each of those food groups separate from each other. We can store fruits and vegetables together, but these should be kept away from raw protein foods. Protein foods like raw meats, poultry, seafood, and eggs can carry a lot of germs, so we want to keep those separate from the others. What's wrong with this picture? The raw eggs should not be kept next to the fruit, and they should be refrigerated. Also, if you use a bowl or utensil for raw protein foods, then you need to clean and wash it before using it for something else. This way, you avoid cross-contamination, which is when germs from one food spread to another. The third strategy is to cook your foods to the correct temperature. You might not be cooking on your own now, but you might be with the help of an adult or on your own in the future. There are multiple cooking methods like baking, boiling, sauteing, grilling, and frying, and all of these help us to cook foods to make them safe for us and also to change the flavor or the texture. We'll talk about these in more detail in a future video. You can use a thermometer to make sure that your food has reached the perfect temperature. Here are the ideal temperatures for specific foods. Seafood and fish should reach 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Beef, lamb, and pork should reach 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Chicken, turkey, casseroles, and leftovers should be cooked to 165 degrees Fahrenheit. The final point is to chill your food. Have you ever thought about why food is kept in the refrigerator? That's because it prevents the germs from multiplying. This keeps the food safe for us to eat. If food is left outside of the refrigerator for too long, then it can be in danger. Foods that need to be kept inside of the refrigerator are dairy and meats. You can also store fruits and vegetables inside of the refrigerator to make them last longer. Some other things we can do to keep us safe in the kitchen are: if you have longer hair, wear your hair up in a ponytail or a bun. If you're wearing long sleeves, make sure to roll them up to keep them out of the way. And lastly, make sure to keep your surfaces tidy. Now it's time to test your knowledge. Complete this handout where you have to fill in the blanks with the correct answers. That's the end of this episode of Chef's Club. See you next time!